Hi guys, in this episode of Rated K, I'm gonna be starting my three-part reaction to NCT Dream's recent album, Glitch Mode. And I know that some of you might be wondering why did I not react to their previous album with Hot Sauce, especially because I actually liked Hot Sauce and Hello Future as well. Well, it's because at that point I had kind of stopped reacting to most K-pop albums and I had just kind of gave up on trying to keep up with all K-pop releases and reacting to all the albums, but I've kind of decided to change that a little bit, at least to a certain extent, because from now on going forward, every time when there's a comeback, on my own, I will quickly browse through all the songs of an album, and if there are any songs in that album that even mildly interest me, then I am gonna be reacting to that album. That is how I actually decided to react to All My Girl's recent album that I also reacted to the title track of, because some of the songs on that album actually sound really cool and interesting. As for NCT Dream, I've decided to react to it more so because I like NCT Dream. I think they're the best NCT subunit, and I'm also have decided that I'm gonna go back through all their releases and check out all their B-sides. Because even though the one album that I've reacted to before, which was I believe the Riding album, and I didn't really like those B-sides that much, at least there wasn't a B-side that really struck me as a really good B-side. I still want to check them out, at least to kind of have an idea of consistently what quality their B-sides are. And because this is the most recent album, this is the one that we're gonna be starting with, and we're gonna make our way back. So yeah, because of how long this album is, which is like 10 plus songs, I think it's like, yeah, it seems like it's exactly 10 songs. We're gonna be splitting this reaction into 3 videos, with the songs that we're gonna be checking out in this video being Fire Alarm, Arcade, and It's Yours. But also, before we get into the reaction, I wanna quickly just talk about something that is in relation to the title track of this album, Glitch Mode. I'm so tired of these kind of K-pop songs, which is like 5 songs into one. That is one of the reasons why I don't like aespa. I wanna like them, but that kind of music just annoys me so much. Hell, I even wanted to like NMIXX, JYP's new girl group, but I don't, because they're doing the same shit. And one of the reasons why I actually didn't like the recent Stray Kids comeback is because, again, they did the same shit. I hate that kind of thing. And NCT Dream did the same with this song, Glitch Mode, with the title track of this album. And I'm sorry, but if K-pop is heading in that direction musically, I'm done. I hate these kind of songs, because every time I listen to these songs, there's like 5 different good songs shoved into one bad song. And that just pisses me off. And that is not to say that every song like that is bad, but they're very hard to actually make good. That's why there's only one NCT song that is like that and that it's good, and that is Cherry Bomb. And even that one doesn't have as much of a difference between the different parts of the song as some of these recent releases, like aespa's, I mean, to be honest, pick any aespa song except Black Mamba, I guess. NMIXX's debut, like I said, was like that. Glitch Mode was like that. Maniac by Stray Kids was like that. Now I'm really worried that ATEEZ's next song is gonna be like that as well. Because I hate that. I just hate that. And I just want to make that clear, because I've realized how much more frequent it's been happening recently, and I'm really worried that maybe we're heading into that going forward. I'm actually thinking about whether we're actually potentially already starting to get into the 5th generation of K-pop, which, by the way, yeah, I get it. It's way too short of a time for us to be getting into 5th generation. It probably wouldn't be happening at least until 2024. But still, usually the new generation of K-pop, at least in my eyes, is kind of signified with a shift in the music, more or less. Or at least we're kind of getting through the halfway point of the fourth generation, if there's a shift in the music, because when you think about it, the way third generation groups sounded in like 2013, 2014, and 2015 was very different from how they sounded in 2016, 2017, and 2018, which is when the fourth generation starts. And if the direction where current K-pop is heading into continues to be going in that direction, we're going to be having a very different sound for K-pop for the years of 2019, 2020, 2021 compared to 2022, 2023, and 2024, you know? But yeah, I don't know, I'm just speculating here, but it's just so many songs have started to be ruined by this kind of thing recently, and I just hate it. I cannot force myself to like it, okay? And it's even more so infuriating because all these songs have really interesting parts in them, but they're bogged down by the rest of it, which I just don't like. Pick an idea and goddamn stick with it, okay? You don't have to be like some kind of an insane person that just cannot focus on one thing. But yeah, I'm getting a little bit sidetracked with this round. I just want to make it, wanted to make that clear because I don't think I really talked about it in my reaction to glitch mode, and that is one of the reasons why I don't like glitch mode as much as Hello Future or Hot Sauce. And it's just been kind of building up inside of me, and I wanted to just get it off my chest. But yeah, without further ado, I guess let's just start with my reaction to this album with the first song, Fire Alarm, in 3, 2, 1. Okay, now I'm gonna try to remember who is Jisung and who is Jaemin. Jisung has a smaller mouth. I still won't remember them at the end of the day. Okay, so both Jaemin and Jisung are rapping, huh? I thought one of them was a vocalist. That could have been at least a way to tell them apart, but I guess not. I'm pretty sure at least one of them switches between vocals and rapping though. Right off the bat, not really a big fan of this song. It is kind of exactly like what I expected it was going to be, but still. The thing is though, parts of it are good. I like the rapping and the singing, it's just the chorus that is dog shit. And the pre-chorus. The verses are good though. Man, if they actually had this as the chorus, it would have been so much better. Please have it for this chorus, please. They should have had the wee you be the hook. It would have been so good. Because as it stands, this shitty chorus drags the whole song down. And the thing is though, if I was a little more into NCT Dream, like to the level that I am into Stray Kids, I could easily force myself to actually enjoy this song and listen to it all the time. And hell, I actually might end up listening to it because like I said, I actually really like parts of this song. I like the verses, and I really like that wee part, and I really wish they actually used it in the chorus, but they didn't. Why though? I don't know. Like, I'm not like a music producer, nor do I know anything about making music, but sometimes decisions like this just confuse the hell out of me, because it's so obvious. It's so obvious. You don't have to be, in my opinion, a music producer to know what is good and what is bad in a song. And the chorus in this song is just lackluster. It doesn't do anything, it's just there. And even just a simple wee oh and spicing it up here and there could have made the song so much better. Because as it stands, this is like a, I don't know, 7.9 out of 10, 8.1 at most. But it could have easily been a 9 out of 10 if they had actually done that wee part in the chorus. But to be honest, overall, it is a decent beginning for this album. Nothing crazy, but again, I also didn't really have like high expectations for this album, in the sense that I did not expect to like really be blown away right off the bat or anything, because even the album with what is debatably my favorite NCT Dream song, Riding, didn't really have any other song in that album besides Riding that I actually really liked. So yeah, I don't know. Still though, we have two more songs to check out in this part of the reaction, so let's get into the next song, Arcade, in 3, 2, 1. Okay, this one actually feels a little bit more inspired from the concept of the title track. Man, it's really cool how their voices have evolved since Chewing Gum. I don't know why, but this song feels more like NCT Dream than Fire Alarm. I feel like this reminds me more so of like the OG Dream style. Man, Jisung's voice has become so distinct. I love it. I just really love their voices, man. They're so unique from each other. Like, it's so crazy that these are the same kids that did Chewing Gum. I know I keep repeating that, but it's how I feel, you know? Because like for me, back with Chewing Gum, it was just Mark and Friends. But now all of them have evolved into iconic idols in their own right. Okay, so this one is definitely very different compared to Fire Alarm. Whereas for Alarm, I like the verses and I didn't like the chorus. And the vibe of it was like very much typical NCT hip hop rap heavy kind of thing. For this one, we have more of like like I said, OG NCT Dream vibe, with really great singing and kind of soft, youthful feeling to the song, and I really like that vibe. I really did like it. It reminded me of like their song "We Young," and it reminded me of like 2017. Definitely, this song made me a little nostalgic for those years. So on that level, I enjoyed this song a little bit more, but I feel like the verses of this one are a little weaker compared to Fire Alarm, even though I feel like as a whole, this song is a little better than Fire Alarm. But neither of the two is really what I'm looking for when it comes to the B-sides. Like, these are definitely not bad B-sides. Like, they're decent, they're enjoyable. I definitely can see myself listening to them. But what I'm looking for in B-sides, because especially because I'm reacting to so many B-sides again nowadays, is the outliers. The songs that are genuinely as good, if not better, than the title tracks. And whether we're gonna get anything like that from this album, I honestly don't think so. But even then, even if we don't get that, I'm gonna try to be as fair as I can be to these songs. And don't take my kind of lack of enthusiasm for these songs because they are not to that level of quality as if I'm hating them. I'm not. I'm enjoying them. But like I said, there's a specific type of song that I'm looking for in the B-sides, like ones that are really mind-blowing. Because as good as these songs are, they're not better than the rest of their songs to the point to justify for me to listen to them, because I already have a lot of songs in my playlist. Like every time I react to any group and a title track, I pretty much add their song to my playlist. And most of the time I do end up liking the songs, at least if not right in the video, then after listening to it for a little bit. And the point that I'm trying to make is that for me to actually like a song that is in the B-sides, it has to be overwhelmingly better than the other ones. Because I just cannot add all 10 songs to my playlist. It's just not gonna happen. So I want a little bit of a bigger difference in terms of the quality of the songs, so I can actually put some of those songs in my playlist. But so far, the quality is still sticking at about the same, and yeah, we only have 2 songs to compare, but still. The quality is about the same, and neither of the 2 songs really seems overwhelmingly more interesting than the other one. It's just that both of them have their strengths and weaknesses. And in terms of a rating for this one, I think I'm gonna give it like an 8.2 out of 10. Like I said, it's a little better overall compared to Fire Alarm, but still not something that I'm looking not like what I'm looking for in this album, which is a song that is at least a 9 out of 10, so I can actually add it to my playlist. Because like for example, in my recent reaction to G-Idol's recent album, I Never Die, most of the songs were actually not bad again, but only one of the B-sides was good enough for me to actually add it on my playlist for like the best songs that I created recently, and that I've actually listened to, and that is My Back. So I'm kind of looking for something like that, you know, something that is really not like the other songs. It's like overwhelmingly better. And again, I don't know if we're really gonna get it in this album, but I'm still gonna keep my hopes up. So yeah, I guess let's get into the final song of this first part of the reaction, that being It's Yours in 3, 2, 1. Okay, this one seems like it's gonna be a little bit more vocal heavy. Okay, I can already tell you, not really big fan of this one. Again, it's not bad, but it's just not what I'm looking for, you know? Although, again, I do really appreciate that there's a variety in the B-sides. Because so far we had a rap-heavy song, a softer song that balances both rapping and singing, and a song that is a little bit more vocal-heavy. I like albums that give variety like this. Either give me that or an album that is all with unique, really good songs like Dreamcatcher's Dystopia Tree of the Future or something along those lines. It was the album that came with the title track Scream, because that is one of the best albums I've ever heard. I really like the thing that they do in the beginning of like the, I don't know, is it the post-chorus? Like both Chandler and Haechan had this really cool vocal thing that they did there, and I really like that. I think my issue with the song overall is just that it's the slow pace of it. If it was a little faster paced, I would have liked it more. Like this part here, that the autumn money part really sounds good. I appreciate that at least all the songs so far have been decently long, so they have at least that going for them, because so many songs that I've reacted to recently in terms of B-sides have been kind of short, to the point that they started to really bother me. And again, if that is one of those things that is gonna just continue to be happening in K-pop, I'm out. I mean, in general, I feel like either in the next 1 or 2 years, I probably will take a break from K-pop. I don't know, I feel like at that point I'll probably have hit 1,000 Rate the K episodes, which I feel like would justify taking a little bit of a break from doing reactions for like at least like a month or two, or maybe even a whole year. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, yeah, pretty much my thoughts for this song are still the exact same like what I said doing it. It's not a bad song, but it's not really entertaining to me, and it's not really what I was looking for in this album. And still, I'm not gonna judge it too harshly because we're still just a third of the way through the album. We still have plenty of songs to get a really good song that I really like out of this album, because I want at least one. I feel like that is not too much of an ask, so I hope that I'll get at least one. But even if we don't, it's fine. I still enjoy going through these albums. Because it gives me more perspective for different groups' B-sides, and whether I would have an interest to check the next album. Because if I don't enjoy like 2 or 3 albums in a row, I'm probably not gonna enjoy the 4th one. So it's still useful for me to go through this album, but so far it's been pretty much par for the course with what I expected. Because like I said, even in that album that has Writing as the title track, which I was really excited to get into and see and get some really good songs, they were just mildly interesting at best. I think the song Quiet Down was like the best out of the B-sides, and even that was like, like a 7.8 out of 10 in my current ratings. Back then I'm pretty sure I gave it a higher rating, but right now that's pretty much where I would put it. Because usually with time, songs tend to get lower ratings from me the more I listen to them and all that stuff. But yeah, so far I'm okay with the album, but I do really hope it ramps up in some way, shape or form going forward. But now I am curious to read what do you guys think about these songs so far. Do you like them? Do you agree with my opinions? Do you disagree? How do you disagree? Comment your whole thoughts down below and let's have a discussion about it. And also, before we end this video, I just want to give a huge shout out to my currently 3 patrons on Patreon. Omar Rubijman, Deadpool, and Shenches. Thank you guys for the support, I really appreciate it. It really means a lot to me that you have decided to support me and have continued to support me for such a long time. Hope you continue to enjoy my content and continue to support me going forward. Thank you very much. Another thing that I also want to tell you guys before we end this video is something about me that some of you may or may not know, that will also explain why do I look and dress the way that I do. That being the fact that I am trans. In particular, I am somewhere between a non-binary person and a trans woman. I'm not quite sure at the moment and probably won't be sure until I talk to a professional who deals with trans people, but that is where the reason why I'm telling you all this comes. I need your help. Due to the fact that I live in a homophobic and transphobic Eastern European country with a family that won't really accept the fact that I'm trans if they found out, there is not really a feasible or easy way for me to transition here with minimal repercussions. So that's why I would really appreciate any kind or any amount of support that you guys can give me with this. That said, I don't want to guilt trip you or anything, so if you don't want to or you don't have the means to help out, that's fine, don't feel bad. I just want you to know that it would be greatly appreciated if you did help me out get out of this situation. If you have any questions, feel free to ask, and thank you for hearing me out. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please leave a like, subscribe. Also, check out the links in the description to my Twitter if you want to follow me over there, and to my Wattpad where I post my stories, because in addition to doing all these videos on my channel, I'm also a writer. And if you end up enjoying my stories or simply enjoy my videos, you can head over to my Patreon or to my Ko-fi account where you can pledge your support and help get the channel going, help support me so I can keep writing stories you enjoy. But if you don't want to do it, that's completely fine. You can still help me out in other ways like liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and especially sharing this video with somebody who you think might enjoy it. And I think this is pretty much it for this video, so hopefully I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye!